Hey guys, so today is 22nd of January 2022 and we're officially I know we're officially commencing our documentary.
Yep.
We're shooting it, or we're starting to shoot it today, and we hope that this is the beginning of something big.
Good things, guys.
In our lives, yeah. Yes, we have finally dropped all the episodes of our one-way trip documentary, and that is such a huge achievement for us. And we want to say thank you to everyone who watched, supported, and also shared, because we saw that you guys shared the documentary a lot. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching.
Yes, and we've seen all your comments and all your reactions, both positive and negative. And for everyone who also shared their own experiences in the comment section, we'd like to say a very big thank you. We know it's not easy to make yourself vulnerable and also share those kind of experiences like we did as well.
So, how did this documentary come to light? It all started with a cup of coffee. And I think I had a Frappuccino that day, and I just had a wave of ideas, and we're like, you know what, we just met with a few Nigerians. I think we had like a little gathering or something.
Yeah.
And we realized that every Nigerian has a story of why they left Nigeria, right? And not just Nigeria to Canada, which is where we live, but like Nigeria to other countries all over the world, right? And we're like, wait, everyone has a story. We have our story. Everyone has a story. And we're like, why don't we just actually capture all these stories into one long form video content and put it out there, just for people to be educated and to know why somebody would just one day wake up and pack their bags and leave for another country, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we started working on this documentary.
I think it was just funny because we know like a lot of people are relocating, but
Yeah.
there's so many like deep, powerful stories behind those relocations that have amassed over time. And we notice like when we meet people, we hear those stories, but we're like, hey, like this would be great for a project for us to actually get people's voices heard, share people's stories, and just create that safe space for us to share.
Yeah, and the thing about us is that we know we do a lot of like funny videos and skits and stuff like that, but in reality, we also wanted to take our filmmaking more seriously, which is why we decided to just try this and start with this. And we're going to definitely work on a few more things in the future, but this one-way trip is definitely our baby. Is the first thing that we decided to do like on a serious, bigger scale, which we did, and here we are now.
Yes. So most of you don't actually know, but we started this project in 2022.
Yeah.
I mean, we just had like the ideas, we had that spark in us, and we just took, I think we had only one camera at the time, like our main camera. We took that one camera, we had like a couple of lights.
Yeah.
We had like this, we still have the chairs, like foldable chair that we use for most of the interviews as well. We just reached out to our network, a couple of good friends, and we're like, hey, what do you think about going on this journey with us, making this project with us? And they were like, cool, let's do it. Yeah. And I think we just started planning, like mapping out what the story is, how we'll tap into everyone's stories, where we'll shoot each one and when we'll shoot each one as well. And I think we had a lot of fun shooting this one.
So it was just our one camera, lights, tripod, and a dream, and we're happy to see that the dream came to life. And I think when we're also planning out the documentary, I know we had a few questions that we asked everyone who was a part of this.
Yeah.
And because there was a running theme of the things that we know happens in Nigeria and the things that we thought that we should touch on, which is like health, safety, insecurity, and SARS, as you guys saw. And I think you had a list of questions that you're asking everyone. Yeah. He was our interviewer, by the way. Yeah, so but who interviewed you though?
It was you, though.
Yes, so we came together and we did that. And we also want to say a big thank you to all our friends who are a part of this documentary, from you and I to Lekon, to Dayo and Sheun. Thank you guys for being a part of this documentary. Thank you for being on our channel and showing your face and telling your stories and
being vulnerable
Being vulnerable, which is not easy. So I want to thank you guys for being a part of this.
So I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the project? Like, do you feel fulfilled, accomplished? What emotions come with that? It
was one long project, and the fact that we shot everything ourselves edited it ourselves, did the scripts and all of that ourselves, the contracts ourselves, like everything we did
Your
ourselves.
color grading was really good though.
Thank you. We put so much into this documentary, blood, sweat, tears, and we're actually, like, me personally, I don't know about you, I'm so happy that this is out. I feel so fulfilled that I can finally call myself a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And not just a content creator. Yes. But that's just what it is. Like, the truth is that, you know, like I mentioned before, we always wanted to do more than just the funny stuff that you guys see. We didn't set out to be just vloggers or whatever. We always wanted to be like proper filmmakers who want to like be able to script, write things, film them, direct, produce, which we took this opportunity to test this out, right? And we're hoping that as life goes on, as we plan for the future, there will be bigger projects that we're going to work on. Maybe we're going to start being the ones behind the camera. Maybe you guys will see us less in front of the camera, or we're going to do both. I don't know, because pretty much it was us directing and also starring, right? Which is what a lot of actors do as well. So, and I feel like also being exposed, because we've been extras on big productions before, and we've seen a lot of things that go into these things and researched on a lot of things. So we're getting our knowledge day by day and step by step, which is what we wish we hope to put into practice.
I wish we had more money and more time.
Yeah, well, we're working on it. We're not getting any younger, but still we have our whole lives ahead of us. So,
So
what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely, I feel fulfilled for this project. I feel like it was a success, and I'm measuring that success, number one, based on the product, which is the quality of the documentary. I remember it's funny because we started shooting 2022, shot some things 2023, and then we were editing 2024, right? And even in the editing, like throughout the whole journey, like a lot of things had changed. I mean, we did good with the lighting, the framing, all of that. And coming to the editing, like you took it upon yourself with the color grading. Then we both sat down, we looked at those fonts and the direction for each videos. You guys don't know this, but we're actually contemplating doing one big, like 1 hour, 30 minutes episode.
It was a whole, we're literally in
series.
We're like, what do we do? What direction do we go?
So I think for that, like just seeing all the work that has gone into it and the product that came out was high quality. That stuff is high quality. Like it's Netflix, Prime, Amazon Prime Video grade, Hollywood grade. Let's put like a Hollywood standard. We're in Hollywood. Let's go. Moving further than that, I feel like also the reactions, definitely there are negative reactions and there were positive. I would say the positive outweighed the negative.
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't mean like, I don't even know what it means. But for me, I just feel like the fact that there was so much response in terms of like we're able to spark emotions and spark thoughts,
conversations,
that was really fulfilling for me as well.
Yes, and big shout out to Netflix Prime and all you guys that one day you're going to see us working with you on some of your projects. Okay. Yes, and also just going back to what you said about the documentary, like this documentary is not about us putting down Nigeria or whatever, like some of you guys are saying, but this Nigeria is our country, but at the end of the day, it's not easy for somebody to just pack their bags one day and move across the world. We just need to understand what exactly are you running away from? What are you running to? What are you getting away from? You know, what was your motivator? And people want to know, which is what we did, just to collect people's stories.
People watch like different shows for just gist, right? But this is even deeper than gist, because
it's actually the truth.
At the end of the day, the way I looked at it, right? Because some people were like, just leading off what you said, some people were like, oh yeah, you're doing this, you're creating a negative image. No. Nobody's talking about which country is better. There's even a disclaimer. Every country has its own issues, right? We're not saying that's not true, but the truth here is that everyone on that show had a story to tell, which is a true, real, deep, meaningful story. And all we did was tell our stories, which is also a form of healing from trauma, right?
Yeah, so. True. Yeah, so we hope that you guys enjoyed the documentary, and we're hoping to be able to bring more stuff for you in the future, or to you in the future, maybe short what they call short films. I said short stories.
But do you know what I'm excited about?
Or other documentaries.
Yeah, I feel like going forward now, because I had so many ideas of short films that I know that would bang, but I never like wrote them out. I wish I had like people to work with to say this is the idea, flesh it out, like screenwrite it. Yeah, so we're hoping that we can also work with teams now, and it's not only just going to be two of us, because two of us doing this thing was so hectic, which is why it took so long, which is why it took years to accomplish. And imagine us working on this and also balancing our content, balancing our work, work,
it's not
content,
easy. Yeah.
adulting.
Yeah,
you're
but we're
trying to
hoping
rest.
that at some point, like the more we do things, the more we embark on projects, we're able to work with teams who also share our vision and people that we can rely on. So
Yeah.
let's just say high five to bigger things, bigger projects,
and cheers to
bigger
that
accomplishments.
Starbucks coffee that started all of this.
All right, guys, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.